Here we are live again. Let's go, man. Big oranges in the chat. Man. Big oranges in the chat. We got a special guest with us here today. My boy Ray Daniels is in the building. Let's go, man. Look, man, and if you don't know who he is, I'm finna read this off so I won't get it wrong either. You know what I mean? CEO and co-founder of Radar Management LLC, man. Worked at Epic, Motown, and Warner Records, man. Radar Management LLC is responsible for some of the industry's biggest chart topping hits for artists such as Lizzo, Beyonce, Sierra, Rihanna, Usher, Future, Miley Cyrus, and Adam Levine. Golly, you ballin'. You got money. Let's go, man. Ray Daniels is in the building, man.
Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man. Back on Fig. Let's go.
Back on Fig, man. I just seen you on Joe Budden podcast, man. You was over there. You was finna start getting into it with Queen's Flip. I said, oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it, man.
That's my dog,
Queen's Flip he was holding his composure, too.
It's always funny when I'm on Joe because, you know, like Joe my man. So, you know, like Joe is really, like I really fuck with Joe. So, like when I hit him on some just cool shit. He was like, pull up to the show. So it wasn't as formal. It was like my people or your people. So I pull up, you know, Queen Flip was like, what is Ray doing here?
Yeah.
Joe, we see what you're doing. I'm like, nigga, I just told him I was in town. I'm just in town, so I want to do my man's show. Like, I like talking shit.
All right.
And I can do this all day. I don't even care. Like, I just like talking shit. So for me, I don't know. Queen's Flip is funny though. Shout out to Flip. That's my nigga.
Shots out, man. You got a lot of viral moments out here.
Yeah.
A lot of viral moments. You really, really, really be talking shit, homie. And one of them viral moments that stuck out to me, this is tiny though. When you was talking about Young Miami, man, and Diddy, man.
Young Miami. Oh, I said Carisha.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, you was talking about Carisha, man, and I see why Cassie, man, he done took that young bitch over there. You feel me? He was doing that with her. He done got her a TV show. He done did all this with her. He buying her gifts. He doing all that. Boom, lawsuit. It's crazy.
You know, it's like I'm on Back on Fig, right? Like I do the show, right, and we get 8 views, right, and then you bring somebody else on that do the show, and they get 8 million views, and I'm mad at y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas, it's like, dog, don't get mad at me. Like, the people chose what they wanted. So, to me, what I was saying about Cassie, like, the problem that I have with this world is that it's like, there's this thing where it's like, do what you're supposed to do, and then it's like, but you're going to do what you want to do, right? So, they might say, for example, like, don't steal. Mm-hmm. Don't steal, and then you be like, "I'm fucked up. Can I curse?" Okay, cool. I figure the aesthetic says you can curse it here. I don't make that. The aesthetic says, "Nigga, you one of us, nigga." Like it don't say like some states it's like no cursing, but I feel like I can curse it. Right?
The aesthetic say do it up.
Yeah, man. But but back to the thing with Carisha. For me, it was just like I've hurt women. I've had women. We out like I can. You know, it's like this. Here's the difference between men and women, right? A man walks down the street. My man, I just met Smack. Smack, right?
Yes.
Okay, Smack walks down the street with 8 chains on. We in the hood. We in the hood. Smack walks down the street with 8 chains on. Before Smack gets to the stop sign, somebody robs him. What is every man gonna say in the room? Nigga, you shouldn't have wore that chain. Like, you know better,
did that
right?
shit, yeah.
Woman walks with her butt out, right? Ass out around a whole bunch of men, and some man does something. What do they say? They shouldn't do that. They know better. It's like, but the world is the world. Like, men prepare for what the world is, not for what we think the world's supposed to be. So, of course, it might look like Cassie is this great person and everything else, but imagine how it feels to her. You was with this man 10 years. He didn't do much for you that he should have done. And you were signed to him. You was obedient to him. You follow every rule, submissive and everything. And then that don't work out. And now you back in the slums dealing with a trainer. Meanwhile, here come this ghetto black girl who everybody said is ghetto. We go together real bad. You know, like, we never heard anybody talking to Puff in that manner. Like, Puff was always like big, bad Puff. And she was talking like, that's just my nigga. And for me, it would trigger you. Like, Imagine laying in bed like, hey man, you don't see how Puff doing for her? Puff bought her another car. He bought her a Maybach. He ain't never did that for you. Then you start looking like,
man,
this nigga really love me? No, you start asking, do this nigga love me? Like, was it real? But we don't measure like different versions of people, bring out different versions of us. So for me with that, I get it, but anytime a black woman wins, I think the world just gets mad and finds a reason to be angry. And I just see them saying, damn, he treating her too good. Time for that nigga to go. He got to go. I really believe that that's what happened.
You know, did he?
Yeah, I mean, I got his number.
I get that too, Philly. You was at one of them parties, man. What's going on?
No.
You was at a couple of them parties, man. Ray, you was at a couple parties.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Don't lie to us, man.
No, see, you gotta understand something about me. The person that I am, like, I didn't have a teacher. Like, I didn't have somebody tell me, Ray, you do that wrong, you're gonna lose. I didn't have nobody tell me, Ray, if you go that way, you're gonna win.
Yeah. I
was just a loser most of my life. And I just fucking woke up and figured out why I was losing. And most of the time, we lose because the environment controls us. That's what you gotta understand about me. The environment doesn't control me. I control the environment. I always say to niggas, like, hey, niggas be like, oh, I'm smart, I'm not a follower. All right, cool. Let's go to the ATM right now. Let's go to the ATM around the corner from here. I'll take out $1,000 each and let's throw it in the air. I ain't doing that, but you do it in a strip club. Oh, so it's only good when you're in a strip club. That's the environment. The environment controls you. So you gotta say something about me. I've never been played with in this game. Cause nigga, the minute I play with you, I can't get mad when you play back with me. So it's been times where I've been around niggas that I heard was weird, gay, shit, whatever, and we hanging out. I'm cool. Niggas gonna try you, whatever it is. It's been a time where I was one of my people. He literally is like, come me to my office. I'm cool. Then he just gets undressed, and literally the whole time, I'm like looking him in his eye, and I'm like, oh, this is how they try you. Okay. I'm focused. You see Homer Simpson right there? I'm focused on Homer's eyes the whole time. Yeah, sure. No problem. Like, I'm not even looking at what you're doing because that's how you try you. That's how they try you. It's like, y'all niggas got girls. You know how you get a girl. Like, women are different when it come to men. Women know when a nigga want them because we want you. Like, it's like, you fine, we want you. Men, on the other hand, am I tall enough? Am I this enough? Am I that enough? So usually we got to gauge, does she like me? Hey, you want to go eat? I don't know. It's like, that's how we gauge. So for me, it's just gauging what's going on, man. This ain't really difficult, but nobody's ever tried me in this game because I'm not a nigga you try.
Yeah.
I'm not even here to be tried. Like, I'm here to help you win. Like, I believe that the only people that, and I really believe this in my heart, this might be some controversial shit, and if you don't like it, then look in the mirror. I really believe people that are focused on greatness are never tried. I think if you come into the room, and that's any room, and they know you're there for anything but the greatness part of it. It's like, this is a big podcast, right? Somebody comes in, they want to help. I'll edit, I'll sweep, I'll do this. Okay, I like you on my team. But if they only want to do what's in it for them, you ain't here for us. Right. You here for what you can get from us.
Oh, it's a whole lot of that going on.
That's my point. So my point is this, is that as long as you carry yourself as a respectable person, they will treat you as a respectable person. Right. If you carry yourself as a clown, you get treated as a clown. I've never carried myself like a clown. I've never played with nobody. I've never allowed nobody to disrespect me. So for me, I've never had those problems. It's funny. I'm gonna tell you a Puff story. We was at Puff house one day. The only time I was at his house. So I'm gonna say that.
No, don't say that. It's all good if you was at his house. I need people to stop saying that.
I want you to understand something about
me. I need people to stop disrespecting Puff. It's okay to be at Puff house.
I want you to understand something about me.
Yeah.
I know it's okay, but I'm gonna tell the truth.
I was there too, though. I was there too.
The one time I was there, it was the one time where it was like, and this is another thing about me. See, I don't understand how people need to experience something 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, if my man Peter right here, Peter does some fucked up shit to me, or I see him do some fucked up shit to Heather, like, he's a fucked up nigga to me. Like, I don't need to go figure out how he gonna do it to me. Like, I don't understand that whole world. So for me, you can't try me because the minute I know that you think you can play with me is the minute you can't play with me no more. I'll give you an example. I was working with a superstar artist. His manager wanted to work with me. He wanted to work with me. I'm a young manager. All these niggas rich. I should be happy to be in the room. My girl pulls up. Just random day. They like, hey, that's your girl. I'm like, yeah, that's my lady. Hey, you want to go to Hawaii with us? And she was like, I would love to. Then they go, tell your nigga pay for the ticket then. Ha ha, right left, ha ha, got him. And I was like, oh, we play with each other, my nigga, when it's us around, but don't play with my, oh, you think you can play with me? Oh, you think I need you. Let me show you how much I don't. I left. I never talked to him again that day in my life. And all they got to do is sit and watch me win. See, I'm chasing greatness. I'm not chasing the bullshit that everybody else chases. So even when I talk, I'm speaking from an angle of greatness. See, if you can't understand it, you're going to look at it like a child's point of view. I get that. You ain't been through shit yet. You don't understand what it's like to wake up every day of your life and chase something. And that's what I'm doing. So for me, I don't get caught up in the hype of it. I just see what it is, and I got to make my own assessments in the shit, and I got to figure out what's best for me. So for me, been a Puff House. So I've been around all of this shit. Nobody tries me. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because how I look. I don't know if it's because I just like the nigga that don't play. It's weird. Like I be wanting niggas. It's like, what does it look like to be tried? Like I remember going to a superstar, famous actor house. They was about to have an orgy. Nigga came to me. Like one of my mans came to me. Like, yo, orgy about to start. What you want to do? I'm like,
oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck you think I want to do? It's time to fucking go. Yeah. Like it's not even something to play with me, right? It's like here's the story. We was at Puff House one day. We was at Puff House. We were working on Cassie's album. Puff is trying to talk to us about Cassie, and you know he wants to go into the pool. Now here's the only interesting part of the story that was like for me as a nigga. I'm like, yo, you tripping, right? So he wants to go to the pool, but he has on cotton boxers, right? We at his house. He has on cotton white boxers. And Puff is a dark man in person, right? So you could see. So he just jumps in the pool. And I'm like, nigga, what happens when he gonna get out? Like, what the fuck is supposed to happen? Like, nigga, your whole shit gonna be showing. So I'm like, I stay in the house. And he's like, yo, come out to the pool and chill. We come out chill. He talking to us from the pool about Cassie project. And then he's like, yo, y'all can come closer, nigga. We like, no, we straight. And he was like, oh, y'all probably heard that homo shit. Ain't no homo shit around here. We just started laughing, played it off. He was like, but we gonna stay right here. We talked. It was love. He told what he want. We took a picture after he went and got dressed. We left and it was over.
Oh my God. You and Dame Dash got to be the same nigga, dog. I swear to God.
But this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of the times we allow the environment to tell us who we are, and then we get mad at the environment for telling us who we are.
Yeah.
Like it goes back to what I was saying off camera. They tell you a ghetto nigga, and you embrace it. Don't get mad when someone treats you like a ghetto nigga. Mm-hmm. You tell me I'm a ghetto nigga, I can tell you I'm not. Like I'm not gonna embrace that. So you ain't gonna treat me like that. The minute you say I'm this, they treat you like that. You have fell for the trap. I just never fell for the trap. I'm a Virgo. I don't get caught up in shit. You ain't gonna play with me or make me seem like I'm anything I'm not. Like I said what I said. I don't play the no homo. Paul, I don't do that. I'm a fucking man. I got plenty money. I got a nice size everything in my life. What the fuck do I care what anybody else says about me? That don't make sense to me. You be exposing yourself. If a nigga tell you ugly and you get mad, nigga, you just told us you believe you ugly.
Right.
Nigga tell me I'm ugly. I'm like, that's your opinion. I just don't get how we get caught up in what's being said when we should be focusing on what's being done. That's why I say focus on greatness. If you focus on what's being said, you're not focusing on greatness. Focus on what's being done. That's how you know. Then nobody can fool you, because one of the laws of power is people will always tell you what you want to hear, but if you pay attention to what they do, you'll never lose. So that's what I took on. So as a broke nigga from the hood wanting to win in life, nigga, and I know everybody playing games with me, telling me the wrong rooms. I'll go over there laughing at me. Oh, that little broke nigga. Nigga, I got too many people that I want to feed. I'm not going to let you play with me like that. You can laugh and joke. I done been laughed out of every room. I done came back to every room richer. What's funny now?
I know that.
Yeah.
Like, because for me, it's like, nigga, if we're only here to joke on each other, then you're winning.
Yeah.
But we're not here to joke on each other. We're here to win.
Yeah.
Right.
So who winning? The nigga that's joking. So that's how I look at it. So I never got tried. I never got played with. None of that shit. It's funny. My career was the opposite of most. I blossomed late. I've been in the music business since 2005. Niggas didn't even know me because I was a ghost. I blossomed late. Niggas know me now because I'm on the camera talking. But all I did was what I'm doing now in private room. Like, this is how everybody know me. That's why everybody see me is like, that's all Ray would do. I'm in the room saying that nigga ain't better than such and such. And we argue about it, but that's how I would learn. Because if you ask a nigga to teach you something, he won't. Mm-hmm. Yo, man, tell me what makes JayZ the best rapper alive. Man, get the fuck off my dick. Yo, man, I think JayZ can't fuck with Nas. You crazy? Let me tell you what JayZ does. Now they gonna tell me. That's how we get information. I would come in the room, start an argument, get information, and that's how I learn shit.
You still in the music business?
Well, we have the #1 song in the globe for the last 7 months, so I would say that I'm somewhat in it, but I don't consider myself an industry person.
You're not really working it like that outside.
No, I'm working it, but I do it like business. It's like McDonald's. If you work at McDonald's, nobody works from 8 to 4 and then get off at 4 and then be like, I need to know what the restaurant doing. Nigga, I'm off.
Right.
Whatever it's doing is what it's doing. So for me, I just I cut it off. So it's like this is not a music thing. I mean, this is the.
So who has the #1 song?
We do.
No, what artist?
It's this song called APT, with Bruno Mars and his artist Rosie.
Oh, okay.
It's like every kid knows it.
Yeah.
It's my daughter Patit. So we did that record, right? So it's like, so
you did that?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, you you cold, bro.
I am.
I ain't gonna lie,
Dang, you cold.
that's the biggest song we ever had in our life, though. So I ain't gonna act like that. But it's been #1 globally for like the last 7 months. It's like the biggest song. I think it's at like 2 or 3 billion streams, and it's only been out like 2 or 3 months or something like that. 4 months. Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, you cold.
Congrats.
Hey, no, so you know they put out Complex always putting out the list, and they put out the list of top 50 West Coast, the best top 50 West Coast artists or whatever the case may be. So how do you feel about the West Coast music scene and just in a whole?
I think the West Coast is interesting to me because it's so wide open, but for some reason, no one takes the lane.
Yeah.
And I said that I've been telling everybody, I'm like, when Kendrick dropped that GNX album, that was the blueprint to me, right? Because Kendrick is obviously like a layered artist, right? He can do everything, right? But GNX was kind of like the lowest. It was like, you could probably tell he did that album in
Surface
2 or 3
level.
weeks, right? It's surface
Yeah.
level, right? But look how it's doing. So I tell artists, if you from the West Coast, nigga, hey nigga, if T.I. is killing it with trap music and JayZ drops Trap or Die, they just blend. And then here come Gucci with fucking Trap God or whatever his. It's like now it's the trap fucking playlist,
It's the
right?
sound,
Trap,
let's do
trap
it.
set, right? So if Kendrick is killing it with fucking Squabble Up and all those records, why wouldn't you put a record that can follow that right there? Like, and it's easy. The flow is not complicated. It's easy. So to me, I think Kendrick laid the blueprint that makes it easy for most artists to sign. But I think because the West is, y'all just so free out here, man. Like the women are beautiful, the weather is always nice, there's weed available, it's free out here. So niggas forget that greatness is out there. As big as Kobe Bryant is, most people didn't see Kobe in LA. Like he was an LA kid that only focused on the Lakers and family.
Not once.
You don't really, that's what I'm saying. But
We
like,
didn't see him not once.
because all he focused on was greatness. Y'all will talk about me later, but like even now, people think I'm wasting time on this. This is greatness to me. This is how I see this shit. This is you. Who? Mr. Beast just got valued at $1 billion. Hey, nigga, there's a lot of money in what we doing. Like I'm dedicated to this shit. I don't look at this shit like some fun shit. Like,
Right.
Nigga, Joe Budden lives amazing from podcasting.
Yeah, fair to say.
Yeah, that nigga lives amazing.
What made you start podcasting though?
The music industry kind of blackballed me because I wrote a letter. I spoke out about something, so they stopped fucking with me. And I'm really good at what I do. And I remember, like, I don't think if you're a great player, you should beg to play the game. I think if you're a great player, you should play the game every day and work on the game so when someone does call you, you're ready. So honestly, I started talking on the mic with the hope to get a job. I was just like, I wrote a letter called Dear White Executives. It went viral. It was like crazy, and I became like public enemy to the company I was working on. I didn't know it though. They wasn't like they told me. They was acting like cool, friendly, like we love you, and then they basically canceled my, like told me something was coming and then canceled it last minute and was like, we don't know what to tell you. So at that moment, I got to figure out what I want to do. So I was just like, yo, I was paying attention to what's happening with Earn Your Leisure, and I was paying attention to what's happening with Wallow and Gilly, and I'm like, there's a movement happening. The voices talking, and these voices are becoming almost more important than the voices we're supposed to listen to, right? The news voices, the mainstream media voices, and they started rising. And I'm like, I want to be one of those voices because you can, like, it's funny, like I literally was just on FaceTime with Bow Wow, right? And the reason why is because I said on my show 2 days ago that Bow Wow is the biggest star than JayZ. Now I'm on FaceTime with Bow Wow. He's like, nigga, boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. And now we talking, and he like, I understand what you're saying. I didn't, you know what I mean? But that came from just me putting something out on the internet. Like, people minimize the internet. It goes back to the black thing I was talking about.
Right.
They make you think the internet has no value, but we just seen Mr. Beast is worth more than Denzel Washington. That nigga been on our TV screens for how many years?
Ever.
40 years.
So it lets you know that Mr. Beast was focused on greatness. So all I focus on is greatness. So when I got kind of blackballed, I was like, just put a camera on me because I'm not gonna ask for a job. And I was talking so much, it was funny that people started fucking. I didn't realize that people was like, I knew that the whole industry followed me. I knew that, right? Like I'm in the industry 20 years. They all know me. So I was like, man, if I just pop up with content, giving advice on how to win in music, maybe one of them would be like, yo, hit Ray. Ray is out there. And it never happened. And then all of a sudden I started building a fan base. And then it was like, I was getting paid to show up the place. And I'm like, well, damn, maybe I got to look at this as a career now. Because I don't have to get out of bed today in music. I could lay in my bed from my phone and make $500,000 to $1 million a year from music alone. I don't need an office. I don't need a podcast. That's when people try to challenge me when I'm talking. I'm like, y'all are fucking dumb for challenging me. I am the nigga that you want to be on the other side. I'm Kanye. When Kanye said, it seems they live in the American dream, but the people high up. Nigga, I was a broke nigga. That made me feel good. The ugliest people do the prettiest people do the ugliest things. It start making you feel good about having a good heart. Make you feel good about being a good person. So for me, I'm on the inside telling people how the inside works. Y'all start arguing with me like I'm a fan. Y'all are fans. I coach niggas for a living. What I'm saying to y'all in the room, this is on my father's grave. This is how we talk in every staff meeting. So when I hear people be amazed by it, I'm like, oh, y'all ain't ready for it. If what I'm saying is scaring you, you ain't gonna win, nigga, because in the stat, you gotta say the wildest shit. We're gonna do a back on fig, orange couches, or like who the fuck would think about this? Somebody did, and it's working. But it takes someone to say, I want to do something crazy. And my thing is, it's always crazy till it works. So I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Cause it's all crazy until it works. And then once it works, everybody in your dick saying, I'm gonna try to do it too. Greatness.
That's cool. That's cool. But you said Bow Wow's better than who?
I didn't say Bow Wow's better. See, this is the problem.
He said, do you feel like better? Yeah.
Let's do this.
Ask her.
Here's the issue.
Ask her,
But
girl.
here's the issue, though. I didn't say Bow Wow was better.
Sure.
So what happens is that
more famous. Do you feel like Bow Wow was more
I
famous
didn't
than
say more
JayZ?
famous. I didn't say more famous.
What did you said that?
No. See, this is why you gotta listen. I said Bow Wow is a bigger superstar at his peak than JayZ was at his peak. I don't think anyone in the world considers JayZ a superstar. He's not even the most famous person in his relationship. And now we're talking. Now, literally, in parts of the world that JayZ goes, he's known as Beyonce's husband. I'm not disrespecting Hov. Hov is my #1 rapper of all time, my favorite artist all time outside of Kanye. I love Hov, but the problem that we have is we minimize people. Here's what my problem is with my culture. We minimize people. We write people off. Oh, that nigga Ghetto. He got tats on the face. He's Ghetto. Do you know his story? Do you know why? Do you even care? So we write people off, and then he goes and makes it work, and now you're mad that your kids want to get it. You could have fucking tried to help him understand it, but you were so busy. So for me, it's funny when people argue with me, because I'm like, nigga, argue, but make sure you heard what I said. I said, I think Bow Wow is a bigger star. JayZ has never had screams that make your skin crawl. JayZ has never been chased out the mall.
Don't do JayZ. No, never do JayZ like that.
You gotta think about this, T-Rell. I get what he's saying, because you gotta think about this. Bow Wow been a star since a motherfucking kid on the Snoop Dogg.
That's cool. I fuck with that.
Like,
I fuck with that. He wasn't a star then, but I love that you said that.
You know what I'm saying? But JayZ got the star fame and all that at a later age. This nigga Bow Wow been in the game.
Let me tell you something. JayZ is fucking science. Bow Wow is magic. Magic works. Magic science, sometimes you got to figure out the formula. Magic is just you got to figure out how to trick the audience. Bow Wow at his peak was, and the real argument was, I think Bow Wow is a top 5 superstar. Like I think LL Cool J is a top 5 superstar. Superstar and rap influence. Hov didn't have that like Bow Wow.
Hov had that. Hov had a shoe. Hov had a clothing line. Hov had a whole rap label. Hov had a whole rap label, so I'm talking about just no, but still at a peak, Hov and Bow Wow are not on the same level as far as like peak superstardom. No, hell no. Hell no. And then JayZ went out, got Beyonce, and went out here. Poof, went to Mars. We ain't seen the nigga since. Now the nigga got dreads. Now the nigga a painter. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Is JayZ a superstar?
JayZ is a superstar.
Okay, let's break this down. Every artist has superpowers, right? In my world. So let's not look at it from a fan standpoint. I want to look at it from a standpoint of assessing a player in the business, right? So what I'm telling you is, what is JayZ's superpower? He can rap his ass off.
Okay.
And he's smart as fuck. But guess what? He was the last in his class to make it out. Nas is younger than Hov. Big was younger than Hov. These niggas were kids coming out because they were skilled rappers, special, magical. JayZ had to figure out how to sell himself. He had to figure out how to sell himself, whether it's Hawaiian Sophie fame, whether it's the rapping fast, whether it's the rapping with the Chinese suit era. He was trying to figure out how to make the audience see a fucking star. That is not a superstar, bro. Michael Jackson didn't have to make the world see a star. He got on stage, did a fucking move, and the world went crazy.
So you a superstar? Somebody has to make a superstar.
Superstars.
So what you saying? Superstar had to be made.
Superstar is something that you cannot control. It is a relationship with the audience.
Basically, you just said a superstar is artificial.
No,
because you have to make a superstar.
No, see.
You said a superstar is artificial.
I said no.
Michael Jackson, his daddy made him.
No, I said
Bow Wow, who made him? Jermaine Dupri, Snoop Dogg.
So let me ask you a question.
Who else?
Instead of artificial, why wouldn't you say organic? Why do you pick low vibrational words?
No.
You already showed me who you are. I'm literally like organic, artificial.
No, why you can't call JayZ organic?
He's amazing, but he figured out how to grow it. That's why JayZ is bigger than Bow Wow, and that's why it's blasphemous to compare the two. Because JayZ is that smart. He's that great. Bow Wow didn't know what made him great. That's why when it was over, it was over. See, this is what I do for a living. We take you first album, and then the first album work, and then how we gonna make the second album work? How we gonna make the third album work? How? It don't just be because the nigga woke up like this. There's only a few motherfuckers that woke up like this. Bow Wow, Nelly, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's been famous since he was 14, my nigga. 5 or 6 eras. That's superstardom. Goes on record and says, hold on, Black Lives Matter, I don't even know what that is. Hold on, who? Black people, what is that? I don't get caught up in none of that. Fuck the police. The police saved me. I wouldn't say fuck the police. When I was a little boy, police, like he says everything counter to what the culture feels and says, and they fuck with it. Cause that's Wayne. That's what makes somebody a superstar. When you can get away with it, cause that's you.
I don't know if they fucking with that. Let's see if you fuck with this. You fuck with the Carter 6?
We were just talking about, I ain't heard it yet.
You ain't heard it yet?
I just came out last night, I ain't heard it yet. I've been focused on my Carter 6. Which is me. I don't get caught. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan. I don't get caught. Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. My only thing that I focus on is what I'm doing at the moment. I don't focus on what I got to do after this. I don't focus on what I did before this. That's over, and that will be there when it comes. The only thing that matters is now. If you handle your business now, there won't be no emergencies tomorrow. If you handle your business now, life will be better tomorrow. See, I'm rich now because I sacrificed those days. You can't tell me shit. Because the same niggas that argue with me now was the same niggas that wasn't sacrificing shit. Your argument doesn't matter to me until you've done something. How you gonna talk to me about something you ain't built shit? How you gonna talk to me about money you ain't built shit? How you gonna talk to me about the stars you ain't made one? But that's the world we live in. Shut that nigga up. The reason why it sounds crazy is because it is crazy. The only way to make it work is to be and think crazy. But if you knew the shit that I've heard in rooms that I thought was the devil on my fault. I wish I could say it, because if I say it, matter of fact, I'll give it to you the little way. Mm-hmm. I'm in a certain room with a certain person, and the person is like, we're talking about a certain superstar, and the person is like, yo, we gotta get that nigga back on drugs. Your face, see your face? Now, see your face? Now, see everybody's face like, what? That felt like the devil was in the room to me.
But he probably was more active when he was on drugs, huh?
No, guess what? He said he needs to get back on drugs. The artist, guess what the artist does? He gets back on drugs. And he gets hot. And now he's one of the biggest artists in the world. And his whole shit is based around drugs. So, was the person wrong? That's the shit I gotta deal with. So when niggas be trying to argue, little kid, I'm like, nigga, you understand? I'm dealing with a higher level of life right now. I'm dealing with niggas that I think is the devil telling me something that someone has to do to win, and then I see it working and win. Then I gotta look at life differently now. Like, hold on. Maybe my perspective is wrong because it worked. So that's why I'm only focused on greatness. That's why when I say, hold on, Bow Wow, it's like, no, it's like, hold on, don't say no like that. Let's not disrespect the fact that this man had movies, everything, and he was one of the biggest artists in the world.
We're not never finna disrespect Bow Wow. Bow Wow is one of the, what? He really is a superstar.
We do though, because we literally, we do turn our back on our artists. Bow Wow. We literally says blasphemous for me because I said put Bow Wow in the same sentence as Hov. But we got respect for him, right? That's the problem with the society.
But no, that's respect that you put them in the same sentence with Hov, though. That's actually very, very respectable and commendable.
The reason why everybody want to argue with me is because they said that's disrespectful to Hov.
I mean, well, a lot of Hov fans, you know what I'm saying? You from the Bronx, right?
I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta? That's my favorite rapper ever. Yeah. But he ain't a star.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't want to claim New York now. He for sure from New York, dog.
Okay, I moved out of New York when I was 11.
Okay.
I'm 45. When I left New York, guys, I was at New York all day. Every block, everywhere I went in Atlanta, New York, the new artist named Biggie came out. New York, New York, New York. Every day till I was 14. I go back to Atlanta. I go back to New York to visit my New York cousins and everybody when I'm 14. Yo, cuz, that little country ass nigga, get those little country ass out here. I was like, nah, but nigga, yo country now. You ain't one of us. Okay. I go back to Atlanta. I'm one of y'all now. Now I'm in Atlanta, and now I'm making money, and I'm winning. New York is like, he's one of us. Fuck y'all. Y'all Y'all didn't claim me when I was trying. Now that I won, he's a New Yorker. No, I am an Atlantan. Atlanta claims me. Atlanta made me.
Oh, no. You can't claim me, homie. That is hilarious.
And I love New York. I love my cousins there. But like, if you go to I'm from Patterson Projects in the Bronx. If you go anywhere in Patterson Projects and say Ray Daniels, by the way, people do that. Like, let's see if he's really from here. We don't know him. We don't know him. We don't know him. Right. Ray is not really from Patterson Projects. He's lying. Go to College Park, Georgia. Ask anybody my name. They know me. That's why I claim it. I claim who claims me. The problem with the world is we always trying to force ourselves in places that don't want us. I go where I fit. I don't go where I want to be.
Fair to say.
What I want to be more than anything is a winner. However I win, that's all that matters. That's all I care about.
Man, the BET Awards is coming up, man. He laughs. The BET Awards is coming up, man. Are you gonna be there?
Can we talk about the BET Awards?
Yeah, let's talk about the BET Awards, man. And who's
what does it say? What is this?
The culture, just the culture
I'm
in
thinking
itself.
differently. What does they say? What does it tell you guys about BET Awards that they're now putting it out on a Monday? Why nobody focusing on that?
I didn't even notice.
It comes out.
I would say
always on Sunday.
It's always on Sunday. It's cheaper. What happens if something's cheaper and you're trying to cut costs on your BET's biggest asset to the culture, if you ask me, is the BET Awards.
It's the BET Awards.
And you literally moving it to a Monday to save money. Nigga, BET Awards is gonna be done in 3 years. Remember they did it to the BET Hip Hop Awards. Remember it was Saturday. I was in Atlanta. It was a Saturday. Then they moved it to Monday. It was like, oh, they filming this shit on a Monday? Oh, this ain't gonna be around too much longer. Cause you gotta remember, it's black excellence. We supposed to wake up on that Sunday morning, put our Sunday's best on, look in the mirror, you're taking all that from us. Motherfuckers gonna have to figure out to get to the awards after their kids get out of school. What are we talking about? BET is playing in our face right now. We should not let them. But I am going to the awards.
But so they did move it to Monday, but I think they got some bigger artists on there that I think the younger generation will be there to look at, which was the Playboy Cardis, and who else was performing? Glorilla. Yeah, to tune in to get those ratings.
But it's on a Monday. Listen, in TV, in the TV world, their real estate is very valuable, right? Monday is not like a day for an award show. Grammys is Sunday. Oscars is Sunday. Every Sunday, like why we move it to Monday? It's because y'all niggas don't matter, and that's what they say to us. I promise you, they would never do that to the fucking Grammys. Move it to a fucking Monday because it saves some money. It's the Grammys, nigga. Everybody want to be here, and that's the BET Awards. We have to stop allowing black to be the word for cheap, black to be the code word for sale. Black Friday, nigga. Every time black is there, it means that it's a discount. I'm tired of that shit.
Boy, sharper than a razor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, homie. That's actually crazy, and I didn't even think about it like that too. So when you mean cheaper, the ads is cheaper.
I mean, like the production of the show is cheaper.
Yeah, everything is going on cheap. But what if they looking at it in a way to where it's like, okay, streaming is big, YouTube is big, social media is big, and the kids in the younger generation it don't matter what day it is, they gonna tune in no matter what. Cause like if a person like Kai Cenat or whatever, if they go live right now, no matter what fucking day it is, like they're gonna tune in. So what if I got these younger generation, these younger artists to come in here and we go live on this Monday? Let's see how it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how it reacts.
You don't do that. You don't play with your main asset like that. You just don't. You don't play with your main asset like that. Try something else on a Monday. Let's do something else on Monday. Let's see if Monday. I'm being honest. Let's do a live show on a Monday and see if people watch that. If you're not gonna watch the live show on a Monday, you think I guess the BET Awards to me is the most. It's the greatest black night in this country to me of television. And for them to just throw it on a Monday, like, oh, y'all niggas will be all right. That should be on a Tuesday. Y'all will be there.
They don't got the bread.
Yeah. What if they don't got the bread?
They don't have the bread. They're a white-owned company with black in it. And to me, listen, bro. I'm gonna say this. It goes back to what I said off camera. And I just came back from Dubai. In Dubai, you know this, Peter. In Dubai, hookahs everywhere, right? But when black people do it in America, it's ghetto. So the word black is the code in America for ghetto, right? Everything black people do, it's like dancing is ghetto. Like everything you do that's black is ghetto. So for me, I just don't fall for that, and I just don't allow that. So even when I'm in here, like, dog, I'm a silly nigga. I play all day. I just don't play on our behalf.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make a joke on my behalf. Not on my behalf. I'm not gonna make a joke on yours. I'm not gonna let you look at yourself like a joke. Because if you let yourself be a joke, you can't get mad when motherfuckers treat you like one. And that's what's wrong with the world. We all acting like jokes and get mad when you're being taken serious.
Yeah.
I'm a silly nigga. I just play around people who understand when I can turn it off and on. Simple as that.
Truth in the details, baby.
Tell us about the off the top freestyle competition with you and Mav Hoffa. You know
Shout out to Mav Hoffa. Shout out to Obi, the Cut app. By the way, if you're listening to this, y'all should all use the Cut app. It's a barbershop app where you want to set an appointment, you want to pay your barber, it's everything. So my agency, I have a creative agency. I don't know if people understand that. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm a businessman. Like when I'm talking,
I think we got that.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking, this is my business. Still, I don't look at it like I take everything with the intent of what they're doing. But yeah, I take this shit really serious. My plan. I forgot your question, but we can get into it if you want to talk about it.
Let's talk about freestyle.
So here's the point. I forgot about that because it's over.
Yeah, I do that too.
We're about to start a new one, but the whole point is that the Obi, the Cut app, they have 7 million users, 200,000 barbers. But the weird part is so many people use it, but they didn't know that it was black owned. They want black money, so I'm gonna talk to you about it. They black owned, and they're in the positive. They're making money, and they want to expand. And we was like, let's do some culture shit. So even people like you guys who might not even know the Cut now have something to tie it to, like the off the top freestyle, the Cut. So it's just different things that you are tied to a brand adjacent. And it was like, I feel like rap is not being. It's almost being frowned upon now. Like it's like the bad thing. So I was like, nah, let's put a light on bars. Let's put a light on rappers, rapping bars. We gave somebody 10,000 and bro, I'm all about my people and helping us, man. That's all I care about is us and us being okay.
Right.
Seriously. So yeah, that's what we did it for. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do Texas, we're gonna do Cali. Hopefully you guys come fuck with us. We come out here and talk to y'all.
Yeah, come on down. For sure I want to put something together.
Hell yeah.
We was talking about, cutting costs. Let's talk about cutting costs because Timberland, he just signed the first AI artist.
I just finished FaceTime with Timberland, same shit.
Yeah. Let's go down, man. Can you break down what that might look like, man, and how that can affect or dispute the music industry? Disrupt the music industry.
So, remember when you was a kid, you played a video game, and they said, who you playing? You say, I'm playing against a computer.
Yeah.
So my daughter's 8, and she's at the house one day, and we playing the game, and and she was like, AI is killing me, and I was like, AI? That's what we call it, a computer.
Right.
She called it AI. So a lot of the times it's terminology that we focus on. We don't like the terms, but it's the same concept, right? So AI is the new scary thing to America. So I get it. You want to be afraid of it. And then people say Timberland is selling. I'm like, all he's doing is creating a character. Barney is an AI character. That's an AI character. It's just, I love you. That's an AI character. We don't know what the fuck Barney is. That's a made-up person, right? So all Timberland is doing is kind of creating cartoon characters, if you will, and AI technology allows them to look real. But as long as he's telling us it's AI, why are we so angry?
All right.
But what does that do for the artist, though?
What you mean?
The amount that the artist can reach. So regular everyday people, that price is going to go down. So the same thing that you've seen in the media world, CPMs are going down, right? Same thing for the artists.
Yep.
So it's really just going to be live shows.
So here's how I look at this. Okay, I'm on BACKONFIGG podcast, right? You guys doing very well for yourselves. Are you attached to a major network?
No.
You ain't got no excuse, right? You just like, but we major, right?
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, artists need to look at the world the way BACKONFIGG does. The problem with artists is they're still asking to be qualified. So imagine if BACKONFIGG was doing this every day with the hopes that somebody picks them up so they can officially be official now. Man, if somebody just signs the BACKONFIGG, we'll be okay. No. You see how you laughing? Because that sounds dumb, right? Mm-hmm. That's how you sound when you tell me, why artists and AI? It's like, nigga, if you're an artist, that's your responsibility. Artists are the only people that blame the game. Nigga, are you blaming the podcast world for how shit is going right now?
No.
You doing you, right?
I'm doing me.
Same here, right?
Right.
That's how artists need to think. But they so busy being babies. Oh man, they doing that to us. Don't nobody do shit to me. They could cancel all podcasts across the world. They didn't do that to me. They did that to podcasts. They didn't do that to me. I'm gonna find a way around it. That's how I look at it. So when you say the artists and what they're doing, I'm like, the artists got way more shit to worry about than what they're doing. Yeah. They need to be more about what the fucking artists themselves are doing. That's what they need to be focusing on. Because it's like arguing about money if you ain't got none. What we talking about?
I tell niggas, like, so everybody, like, been in the media game for a minute. I do a lot of things overseas, right? So like Ray was saying, all black money starting to get cut down, right? So, but when you look at artists, podcasting is new hip hop. Like when you think about rapping, it's just communication, right?
Right.
So you delivering messaging. So podcasting is the new form of rap to me.
Yes.
But like y'all gotta think, this is a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
So the same way y'all getting money, I ain't never. This nigga right here, like the both of y'all, what y'all doing, this is the most impressive shit that I've seen in mad long.
And guess what? They're not asking for help. They're not complaining that the game is against them. They're not saying there's no money out here. Y'all are waking up every fucking morning trying to figure it out. Right?
Every morning.
Right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck do we always give excuses to the people that don't? That's my problem with the world. A nigga arguing with me about a nigga that don't try and I'm trying. Mm-hmm. We literally are the only place that we fight for the people that don't try and hate the people that try. It's the weirdest shit to me. That's why I can't get caught in it. Once you understand what greatness is, I don't give a fuck what anybody in the chat says. And by the way, that's good or bad. Not because I don't care about them, but because my mission is my mission, whether you say it or not. I can't get caught up in that. There's going to be noise. The mama mentality is fucking this. I'm looking straight. If I gotta kill that, I'm gonna kill that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm focused on my goal. So I hate when people make the artists the victims. And people like Timbaland and myself, they're tired of it. You know how many money? You know how much money I've lost on artists? Hundreds of thousands of dollars I spent on artists and lost. Signed them to deals, then they switched up on me. You know how many times that happens? Nigga, I'm surprised I'm still here.
Do you feel like the artist should stay independent then?
I feel like the artist should, if you want to be an artist, this is what I believe. This is going to be controversial, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I believe being an artist is the lowest hanging fruit that most people go after, so they go after that. I think if some say I want to be an artist means I don't want to give no real effort in life. I just want to wake up and make a song and be famous. Nigga, if it was that easy, everybody'd be doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I tried.
So everybody's chasing fool's gold. Everybody's chasing fool's gold. If you're chasing fool, either you chasing fool's gold or you standing still and you're building your own fortress. And anybody who's so Timbaland is saying, here's what I'm doing in my fortress, and you're mad at him. Hey, bro, I don't dog. I can name
T-Pain doing that same shit too. They laughing, and now he at Burger King commercials.
Right.
Hold on. Doing it up, going crazy. Timberland doing the same I mean, not Timberland, T-Pain. And they're playing games, still doing the beats, doing crazy, being itself.
Right.
I don't need y'all now.
Yeah. It's just we are all trying to figure out how to fit in, or we all should be trying to figure out how to stand out on our own. And for me, it's like, that means taking effort. Like, I just met you. I just met y'all. I know how much effort y'all put into this. Wanna know why? Because I'm doing the same thing on the East Coast. So the respect I have for y'all is different compared to somebody who's just woke up like, man, where I sit? Damn, nigga, you know how much, like, my wife was on the floor scrubbing these floors to make it look like this. You just walk in? Come on, man. We got to stop being...
You know, I had a big problem with that. A lot. Motherfuckers talking about, where do I sit?
Yeah.
Or where my spot at? Where my space at? And I don't got a space for you. Then the motherfucker get mad at me because I ain't got a space for you. You know what we did to build this? You know what me and this nigga was doing? You know what the trap house was doing?
Man,
you know what me and her was doing? You know what we got going on? You want to just sit down? You want to be good? Now you mad at me? I can't believe you, nigga. The audacity.
But not only can you not believe him, you shouldn't even care. Dog, let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody at the bottom thinks about me, because the effort it's gonna take to get from the bottom. By the time you get to level 2, you're gonna be like, I respect Ray so fucking much. I didn't realize he was going through that much. Damn, it was that hard. It was harder, because I didn't have the internet telling me I'm okay every day. I didn't have pages I could follow that give me advice. I didn't have YouTube to tell me how to do it right. I was just trying to figure it out. Like, come on, bro. Like we got too much time on hand to be doing certain things. Like, I could just tell a lot about somebody about what they have time on their hands to do. Like, I know what you don't have time. I know what you have time to do, and I know what you don't have time. I know it.
Yeah, I don't got time to do shit.
Because it's me. It's like, dog, we got.
Man, you just talking about this T-Rell when I was telling you, like, I go in the ghetto and see people I grew up with. And I feel like, what was that word I said? They'd be like, oh, that's the YouTuber nigga right there. Like, damn, why you mad at me? Because now I'm a YouTuber because I made it in life, you feel me?
Yep.
I don't like that negative stigma they putting on that either, where it's like, oh, this nigga a podcaster, or oh, this the YouTube. Because he be telling me stuff like that too, you know what I mean? Because, you know, he going back and forth, you know, to where we from. And that's not cool, homie.
Whatever people say about you is a reflection about how they feel about themselves.
Right.
And let me tell you, and I know that sounds very easy, like, that's not true. Let me tell you what I mean. Even if it's how they see it, the perspective they see it. There's a such thing as a loser's perspective, a winner's perspective, a hater's perspective. There's plenty of different perspectives, but it's like when you say something, you could bring up anything. Like he said, he was like, why would you go artificial? I said, why do you look for organic? That was just me saying, like, you could have, you're smart enough to know the words you want to use, but you chose the word that fit right. But I'm just smart enough to know the word that I can use that is similar to it, that works for me. It's the same. So it's just, that's why I'm like, anybody can talk to me because I'm prepared, but I also can peep who you are, what you're looking for. People don't even know how obvious they are. That's the part that interests me. So when you go to the hood, when I was trying to come up with music, all my friends, fake ass Irv Gotti. Raymond, I was late blossomer. Like, I didn't want to be in music till I was 22. They were like, nigga, how you gonna make it in music? You don't fucking fake ass Irv Gotti. Now they call me the real Ray Daddy.
Yeah.
But my thing is that it was, and it's not even like a yeah, because it's not that. It's just people project their feelings and their fears on each other every day. I don't do that. Nigga, you could tell me you trying to get to the sun. I'm like, man, you better have a suit hot enough. That's all I hope. So I just make sure you got a suit hot enough. Like,
yeah,
it's really hot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a hater. Like, if you tell me you want to fly, I just don't believe because everybody has been laughed at. Motherfuckers used to wear one-piece bikini, one piece. This might cut it in half. Now it's 2 pieces. Now they got a whole new business. It's like, it's just about, we should be focused on being innovative more than we focused on laughing at the people trying to be innovative. Come on, man. It's crazy to me.
100%, man, for sure. 100%, man. We got Ray Daniels in the building, man. You already see what my boy got going on. He out here talking, he giving that.
Somebody said Ray definitely on coke.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Now let me address that. Someone says Ray on coke. Geek B. Let me tell you what you just told me about you. You don't have the energy to win. Cause you see a nigga feeling love with what he doing. He gotta be on coke. Why is he so happy? You ain't happy, nigga. Right. That's why nobody can bother me. It's like whatever you say about me is like you don't even know me and you're saying crazy. That's how you see the world. That's not me. Yeah, New York did give me the hustle spirit. I'm gonna admit that.
No, you got the hustle spirit.
New York
for
gave
sure.
me the hustle spirit. I'll admit that.
For sure, you got it, man.
But Atlanta showed me. You don't have to be a hustler. You can be a businessman. And in New York, you can hustle all day, sell crack, sell everything. But I didn't want to be a drug. I want to be a hustler. Fuck drugs. I don't want to be a hustler. I want to be a businessman. Elon Musk is not a hustler. He's a businessman. I don't want to be a hustler. So for me, it's like I embrace it, but I'm learning how to build business. And Atlanta is the best place for black folks to build business. You know that.
Yeah.
It's the best place. That's why y'all got more props being in LA building business. I'm like, y'all niggas are super niggas. Y'all come to Atlanta, y'all on the super nigga level because y'all did it in LA.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, that's just all I'm trying to tell you.
We went to Atlanta, we were so inspired though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is different. When we went, so inspired.
But
we're like, we gotta open something when we get back home.
Remember when we went to that clothing store? I was telling them I went to that clothing store and it was like, it's a podcast right there. His name Ray Daniels. Remember the girl? She rent out dresses and all mink coats and shit.
It's right there.
And his shit is right there.
Oh wow.
That's
next door.
That's my building. Yeah, that's my office.
While we talking about that music, man, music has a very short shelf life these days, man. Do you think that's a good thing for the industry?
Well, I think music having a shelf life is a result of artists not trying hard anymore. The problem with music today is that, like, if you had a platinum record in the 90s or the 2000s, or a gold record, you barely made money. You had to have 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers to have some real money. You got motherfuckers in the music business that have half a gold record that's making millions of dollars. Being a streamer, selling merch, selling up. There's so many ways to make money now that has nothing to do with just selling your music. That I think artists should see themselves as influencers. I preach that. Like, we are influencers. We could talk about anything, but artists only want to be seen when it's time to be an artist.
I don't understand that either.
What you mean?
Like, they only want to be seen when it's time to be an artist, when they're trying to put out a song, or they want to kind of keep that little mystique about them. You know what I mean?
Well, at one point in time, there was 15 minutes of fame. Remember that? Now it's 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So, like, when it was 15 minutes, you could take a couple minutes off. Like, remember New York? Remember, he was like, we got thousands of New Yorks now. Like, remember I Love New York? Like, we got thousands of those now. Like, every day it's a new one popping up that we're interested in following in their relationship. And it's 15 seconds of fame. So that means you got to constantly reinvent, constantly stay on it. But I will say this, once it's built, it's yours. And that's what I want people to know. Like, this is yours. Like, you can't take something from it once it's built.
Right.
So focus on that.
Do you think a lot of artists is focusing mainly on streams and views and stuff like that? Because it may be a void, I mean, the music industry with real talent if they focusing on that. Man.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's like they have to be business folks also as artists. And that's, by the way, that's unfair to them. I'm not even like, that's the part of the business that I hate. Like, it's like, imagine telling like somebody so gifted, Michael Jackson, to be a businessman. Like, he's an artist. Like, you're supposed to be the greatest artist you can be. So the artists, you know, it's a really vicious cycle, because you have artists who are like trying to figure out how to win with paying the least amount of people. That fair to say? Like, you know, artists be trying to get as many. No artist wants 18 people in their pocket.
No,
like,
yeah, they get to start firing everybody.
That's my point. So they wait till they get to a certain
start firing
place.
everybody.
So they wait till they get to a certain place, and then they start firing everybody. But they forget that they only on level 2. There's 20 more levels to go. But now you don't know where to go because you got rid of the person. Like, you know what I mean? Artists are firing their manager before they even get to their first main album.
And you tarnishing those relationships.
Exactly, and not only that, you're tarnishing yourself, because what happens if you fire like I hate to say this, but like, I don't know who will manage Young JayZ.
That's
right?
crazy.
Respectfully, and the reason why is because remember,
he didn't fire everybody.
coaching, and Yusuf, they had to end up in court. Rock Nation, he didn't go to, remember Rock Nation, he in court with the guy Simon. So then it becomes like, damn, you must not value what a manager does, right? So then if you a great manager, I'm not saying ain't gonna be a nigga that wants some money, because JayZ is a great money maker. Right. JayZ gonna make you some money, but then it's hard to make it if he ain't gonna pay you. And it's also hard to make it if he ain't gonna value you.
No, for real.
You see what I'm trying to say? You feel me? So then it becomes hard for. So I don't know if JayZ called me now and said Ray managed me, I'd be like, nah.
Hell no, huh?
Like, and by the way, I'm out the business anyway. But even then, and it's just because, dog, I don't want to work with you if I don't want to end up like the people that always end up on the back end of trying to find money. Now there might be a reason, why he does it. But then he's not saying it. So he's just kind of, maybe he don't give a fuck. Maybe like, I'm just rich. But you kill your reputation when you fire people after personality. It becomes like, damn, you need another producer?
It ain't like it's you.
Damn, it's you. So that's what I mean by like. So that's what I mean by like firing and hiring, eventually hurts your reputation, because the people who can actually do the job well, that are qualified, are not gonna want to take it, because nobody wants to stop 9 months of their life to focus.
Man,
on
I done seen that shit too much. People always ask me, why you not an A&R? Why you not a manager? Why you not this? And I was like, I ain't trying to baby no fucking artist.
Yeah.
You gotta baby these niggas. These niggas ain't got no money. You gotta start paying. Yeah, you gotta start paying for different shit. Like, then when they get to that certain level, they be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just have to part ways for you, because I don't want to give you that 20% no more, man. They see that big check and they get that 20%. You on there, they like, oh, I'll give him that.
Then they start, exactly. I tell any young manager this: if you want to this is some advice. If you want to manage your artists, every deal you do with them, get an LOD signed. Get an LOD signed. That means a letter of direction. And basically that means if the company owes him $1 million and you get 20%, they send him $800,000 and they send you your $200,000. And now it makes it, so now you got your whole. So your whole, you're not looking at 8. How much is mine? All of it.
Yeah.
It's a mind fuck. If I see $1 million, I gotta give a nigga 200,000. I start looking at that nigga different.
No, for real.
That nigga out again. Like, hold on. They be like, Ray, you know you gotta check 20% is gonna Peter. I ain't seen a nigga.
I ain't seen this nigga all day.
And by the way, that's the game, bro. It's mama.
Hey, I do that right now. Nigga, like, man, all right, nigga.
When you start, I pay niggas. I get paid.
I seen him in a week.
When you start paying niggas, you wanna know where the fuck are you at?
Fucked up, nigga. 100%. That's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. So you have artists that don't pay. You have artists that don't value. And for me, when you don't pay your manager, it says you don't value management. And that's why I made that comment about JayZ. I don't know JayZ, but he had Shaka and Jeff. He had Rock Nation. He had coaching Yusuf, and he had Simon. And now him and Simon are in court again. So it's like there is a sign. There is a clear line that happens here that makes it hard for JayZ, but he ain't fell out with no business partners. Maybe it's just management. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention to how people treat. But the smarter people, like Usher's a great person to manage, right? Usher's a great. He values his manager, appreciate it. So if Ron Lafitte stops managing Usher, they're gonna be 100 niggas that want to. Right? It's a good business, right? So sometimes when you fire people as an artist, you're really showing your business is inconsistent.
Talk about these niggas fucking up money overseas, man.
Well, here's the thing. Most people fuck up money overseas because you work your ass off to get hot in the U.S. And you finally got to the place where you hot, where you getting 100,000 a night, right? Now your label, because you on a label, is telling you we need to go to Africa for the next 6 weeks, and you're gonna come back with $18,000 for 6 weeks, and you look at it like, nigga, in 6 weeks I could have made 1.8 million. Now you gotta weigh what matters to you, today or tomorrow. And if you plan on being here tomorrow, then I'll get the money tomorrow.
You gotta build.
That's my point. So niggas don't be thinking like that. Niggas don't be thinking about business. And there's layers to it. That's why I don't really get caught up in a lot of he say, she say, because you're only speaking from your perspective. And if your perspective lacks perspective, the fuck are we talking about? You need to go learn something before you argue with me, bro. You ain't been shit. You ain't did shit.
But it's a lot of artists. So I was talking with dude who got the biggest beach club in Dubai.
Okay.
He don't mess with black artists no more.
Because
a lot of the rappers that come out, they try to catch a lick. They don't do what they supposed to do when they come through. So he's like, yo, I'm just gonna mess with these EDM dudes.
Yeah. And that's sad.
Yeah. But
and that be your entourage too, that'll kind of fuck it up for you. Be a lot of people involved in it, you know what I mean? Like,
but this is what I mean. Like, if you make, it goes back to, if you're making $1 million, right, in the US, I mean, and I tell you, you can make $1 million in London and $1 million in Nigeria, and but you're gonna have to go spend time like you did.
You gotta
but
spend
it's not gonna be
time.
as much. Because remember, you hot already, so they wanna see you, but we still gonna have to spend some time, and then the flight, that niggas hate the flights.
16 hours,
14 hours, and it's always so inopportune. It's like, man, I just got such going on, man, goddamn, I wanna get on a plane. It's like, nah, nigga, you gotta get on a plane.
No,
like,
I seen it though. I seen it before, because when you build over there, and they super loyal, they into the culture, they love everything about it. So when you build over there, you going over there, it's crazy. They gonna always book you.
I'm gonna give you the reverse. Acon.
Oh, because he had to come build.
No, but let me tell you why. So here's the thing. So we were signed to Acon. This is when he was the hottest artist in the world. This is when I Wanna Fuck You is out with Snoop, and Smack That is out with Eminem. He got Gaga, us, all these artists signed to him. They like, Con, you got the artists. It's time you need to take them on tour. So now we lined up a tour, House of Blues tour. Con was getting, at the time, back then, Con was getting $250,000 a night to go overseas. He didn't get on a plane without $350K. That's what I used to hear. So now he's about to do a US tour with his artists. It's about 8 weeks. We all happy as fuck. We picking out our outfits and shit, what we gonna wear. Yeah. We excited. We go to Acon. And then like last minute, Acon manager called and said, oh, the tour ain't happening. What? Why? He ain't making enough money. He only gonna get like $40,000-$50,000 a night. That ain't enough for him. But then it's like, at that moment, you gotta decide what you wanna sacrifice. So Acon wasn't willing to sacrifice his career for his artist career. By the way, I'm not mad at him for doing that. I'm not mad at him for doing that. Nigga, the one thing, listen, if I make the money, I know it's coming to me. If I put the money into Peter and he make the money, you saw what happened to motherfucker with Megan Thee Stallion and old boy called Crawford. His paperwork was solid, but I ain't paying you no more. Deal with the lawyers. Now you gotta go to lawyer. It's just a lot, man. It's so hard to be in music, bro. It's so hard that the only thing I tell people they should be focusing on is how to figure out how to get their shit off the ground and keep their shit tight and make that work.
Let me ask you this. The lawsuit between Drake and Universal.
Oh, man.
Do you really think that Universal is responsible for putting those bots on Not Like Us and making it #1?
I think Universal, Warner, Sony, every major label has access to bots. I have access to bots. I can make a song go gold right now. Give me $7,500, I can get you a gold record. Everybody has access to the bot. So let's start with that. Drake knows about the bots because they showed him that's how they helped blow him up. And remember, he's half. People always get mad when I focus on race. Race is a safety space. Nigga, if you drop me off anywhere in the world and I see black people, I feel way more safer than if I don't see black people. I'm just being honest. Race makes a difference in this whole scenario. So Drake is half Jewish, right? Which means that he gets invited to the black parties, the after parties, but he gets invited to all the Jewish shit too. So he sit at the table with them, and he sit at the table with us. They telling him things, we telling us things, but they trust him because he's one of them. And then I think that he went out and lost, and now he's emotional. And now we having an emotional Drake right now, and that's not bad. That's not good for anybody when the biggest artist is emotional. So I think that they're just kind of like, I think that they're really trying to save him from himself, because the worst thing that will happen is all of the info gets put out. Nigga, it's gonna be you gonna see everybody. You know, it's like determining which bad chicks out here really got BBLs, who got. It's like the Epstein files. We know everybody. We know the surgery, the doctor. It's like nobody wants that out there.
Right.
So for me, I'm just interested how it plays out. But like, he only knows that they use it because they told him they use it, and now he's suing them. So to me, I think that they said, yeah. That's your black side coming out. We're gonna leave your ass alone for me. You acting black people are known for being emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your emotional side. We was letting you all the information because we thought you was us, and we're not emotional.
Right.
You acting like a black person now. Be your emotional ass over there, and I think that's what's happening.
Black people are.
But he's outing himself there. You know, he's willing to out himself because he's gonna be on that list, and they probably are talking to him like, you know what, nigga, you crazy.
Okay, so let me say this. What's something that we talk about in our community? What's the relation between men and women? Body count, right? And you always say, whatever she tell you, it ain't the truth, right? Everybody heard that, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine if there was a place that had count of everybody's body count, and they was about to release it. That would be incredible for everybody to see. We gonna see, but that's not incredible for the girls, nigga. This lawsuit is gonna go away. I promise you, Universal does not want to release contracts. They do not want to, nigga. What? Let you know how much you get paid, how much you get paid. Let you know that you got 50-50 on your deal, but we own your masters, and you got 50-50 on your deal, but you own your masters, and you're bigger than him. Nigga, it will be anarchy, business anarchy, if Drake accomplishes what he wants to accomplish. And I don't think the business is going to allow that.
So they're going to settle it out and just...
Nigga, they're going to make that shit go away or drag it out of court, see who got the most money. Don't forget who got the most money.
Or we won't be seeing Drake ass no more.
Nigga, that's my point. So my thing is, but then guess what?
For real.
If that happens, guess what Drake has now, guys? An excuse. It wasn't Kendrick that took me out. It was the lawsuit. And I think that's why he filed it. To have another reason to say he lost, to say he lost to a bigger machine than he lost to a nigga his size. I think he don't want to admit the Kendrick thing, but he admitted he lost to Universal, and I think he's going down that route because he knows he's not going to win. Nigga, the contract, do you know how secretive that is? That is like, nigga, that is their business model. That's like,
the whole shit.
You have employees, right?
Yeah.
You might come in here, you might have some balls and know your shit. You might get paid $150,000 a year. He came in, he get $30,000 a year. Y'all both very important. You think he wants y'all two to know that you'll get 5 times him? Chaos is gonna ensue.
Crazy.
Nigga, you talking about deals, employee deals?
Burnt down though.
Crazy.
Like, for real, though.
If he does get it, it gets burnt down. To me, that's how I look at everything. The way I look at this is like, if Drake gets it, the system, the old system, this is the end of it. If he gets those, nigga, you're not understanding, bro. We all work together. We don't know how much everybody get paid. We all got deals. We don't know who's in what deals. We don't know shit about each other, but we friends. And we're taught not to talk because I don't want to tell you how much less I'm getting than you, and you don't want. So it's kind of like, I ain't gonna say, I don't want that shit out there. And then Drake is suing for that. Nigga, they gonna do everything in their power to stop him, that information from coming out, because we will have a business anarchy. It will be over with as we speak, because every artist is going to file lawsuits. They're going to sue. They're going to try to renegotiate, and they're going to be part. I'm not putting out music until I get my deal. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. Or if it does, it's over. It's fucked up if it happens.
Yeah, why you think TDE is so successful?
Because TDE is ran by a black man that you don't want to fucking play with, and he knows what he's doing. And he knows what he's doing. If you know what you're doing, and they don't play with you. Nigga, they don't play with Top. You gotta remember this. Top was the head of black music at Interscope was Joey IE. The top black artist at Interscope was Kendrick. Top told the whole company, I dare Joey be in one of those meetings. That's power. That's how you maintain your power. That's why all this artists are successful, because you can't fuck with them. Let me tell you what I want talent to hear. I don't know what my camera is, but if you talent, you listen to this, this is what I want y'all to hear. Is that any artist in the world can work if they figure out the right formula. And people like Top, people like myself, people like Larry Jackson, people like Coach K, you understand the formula of sale. So Top understands formula of sale. He has dope artists, and nobody can stop him because nobody wants to play with him. Nigga, TDE is what the music business would be if black people were in charge. Nigga, we have superstars everywhere. The reason why we don't have superstars everywhere is because black people are not in charge. And other people in charge, they keep a fucking foot on our neck and tell us, that's all I'm giving you.
All right, so how does Top grow it?
He is growing it. You know how he grow it? He do his first deal at Warner. Oh, y'all fucked me over there. I'm gonna go to Universal. He's at Universal now. What does he do? He could have put SZA at Interscope. SZA's at RCA. Where's Doechii? Capitol. Like, he's spreading them around. Because it's hard to go on one building and talk about 4 acts or one person.
Not
For a priority act.
For a priority act.
We're gonna have to start with somebody.
Yeah, you can't
Who we
have
start with? Kendrick, SZA.
Yeah.
But every meeting he going to,
Where does money going?
he's starting with RCA. We talking about SZA. Capitol, we talking about Doechii. Interscope, we talking about Schoolboy Q, Kendrick when he was on the label. That's why it works. They don't play with him, and he's in LA. That's another thing. He's in LA and he's from LA, which means he's also home court advantage. Means, nigga, he got all the homies, all the cousins. Nigga, this is it. You ain't gonna fuck with him or none of them. So, and if you pay attention, Doechii is from Jacksonville, Florida.
Right.
Nigga, watch TDE. I think TDE is gonna be the next Def Jam. That's gonna be the next big label that's gonna have a major, because all they need is like 2 or 3 more, and they on the way to it. Shit.
I know y'all love that. I know you love that smack time.
Oh yeah.
I see that TV on. Oh, I didn't know that was the same thing.
Yeah. That's. But not to own anything, it was something that we created. Has to just suck though, for real. Business and business in a whole, it's just not. It's not right. Like how do we create this musically? How do we create this? How do we create that? And then we don't own anything, and we let these people tell us what we can and can't do. Man.
You know why? The biggest issue we have is black folks. My mission in life is to make us trust each other. To show us the power in trusting each other. Trust is rooted in faith, right? If I trust something, I have faith in it. If we don't have faith in each other, nigga, that means I get this nigga $1. I'm watching this nigga. Nah, I trust you. And by the way, I've got fucked a lot in business, but they got me once. Cool. Nigga,
Won't get me twice.
I don't get into business with people for a year. Anybody who was around me, I'm like, this is a 10-year run. If you ain't, so you coming to get me on month 3 on a 10-year run, I won't gonna make no real money with you anyway. You's a petty nigga. You don't even see the big money. You so busy focused on the pennies. I can't deal with it.
How you keep your emotions out of it?
That's one. Yeah, that's a good question.
Right.
So it's this book called The 4 Agreements. I know you know that book for sure. Mm-hmm. The 4 Agreements is never assume, right? Here's why you never assume. Because once you make an assumption of something, like, so I'm beefing with you. I'm like, you did something. I'm like, he did that on purpose. I'm going to hurt that nigga. How do you know he did it on purpose? Now I'm in my head, he did it on purpose, and I'm going after him. I made an assumption of fact. Now I'm acting on the fact with no proof. So the first rule is never take anything personal. Well, that's another one. Never take anything personal, because at the end of the day, it's not happening to you. It happened, and it just so happened that you were the person it happened to, but it happened. Like, bad happens every day to people. Good happens every day to people. My thing is that you can't really determine that. You can lean a little bit, like I'm gonna put myself in a position where good shit happens, or I'm gonna go do some fuck shit and take the risk of some bad shit happens. But for me, my whole thing is this, is that it's not about me, and it's not about what my mission is. I am lucky enough to be a part of this world and have an opportunity every day. There are people that wake up every day that don't have the opportunity that none of us have. So I keep that in perspective. So everything is an opportunity for me. I don't see problems. I just see opportunities. So emotions is not great for me. And by the way, let me just be clear. Like, I'm talking like I'm like this nigga. Nigga, I made so many fucking emotional mistakes that I learned from that I was like, oh, that don't work. I remember one time we was meeting with Jimmy Iovine. Funny story, swear to God, we meeting with Jimmy Iovine right around the time we're trying to get this Acon tour thing going. And we only could meet with Jimmy because we were valuable, because we were songwriters. So, like, we did Pussycat Dolls when I grew up. Jimmy want to talk to us, right? Even if it's about our shit. So we meet with Jimmy. So, we in the office with him. We pissed. We pissed. Like, we gonna curse that nigga out. Black people are really big on cursing people out. It gets us nowhere, but we do it. So look, we said we gonna curse this nigga out. So we go to Jimmy's office. So we play him a record. That we want Gwen Stefani on. This is gonna date the moment, but this is a true story. We want Gwen on the record. So Jimmy is like, Gwen just had a baby. Once you guys get Lady Gaga on it, she's coming up. She's gonna be big. And we were so offended by that. Nigga, we gonna be big. Fucking tell us about her. We want Gwen Stefani. Don't try to put us on the record because you like Lady Gaga. Fuck out of here. Jimmy's like, okay, guys, whatever. You guys know better than I do, sure. We leave the room. We dapping each other up. fucking tell that nigga off. That's how you do it. A year later, Lady Gaga's the biggest artist in the world.
Crazy.
Who was right and who was wrong? You know why we were wrong? We were so busy to be emotional that we couldn't take his advice. We thought he was against us. Because why are you talking to us about her and not us? He like, I'm with y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all, she's ahead of y'all. Ride the wave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I've made so many emotional decisions, and that's why when you say something like artificial, I go organic because that was me. It was like, I'm a young hood nigga. I want to be somebody, and I'm saying words, and people are like, why would you pick that word? Why wouldn't you pick this word? I'm like, why did I pick that word? That's what I was taught to do. Damn, I got to unlearn what I was taught. So I embraced everything new, everything different, everything that wasn't. I just embraced it because I'm like, nigga, everything that I know has got me in the projects, poor as fuck, with nothing. I need to learn new shit. That's why I'm not gonna comment in the chat. I want to learn what this nigga said. I want to get like him. He got money. He take care of his family. I want to do that.
All right, Smack's your mentee.
Okay.
Turn Smack into a multimillionaire.
Okay.
How we doing it?
Okay, perfect. What do you do?
Podcast.
Tell me about it. Like, give me like why do you do podcasting? Like, give me an example. Like, give me the thought process on how you ended up in this seat.
I ended up in the seat from me being me, my personality, the way I am. I'm an outgoing person. You feel me? And my bro happened to notice my talent and was like, you know what? You the perfect match for me to do this podcast with, and we gonna go to the stores with it. And we've been doing it ever since.
So, what were you doing before then?
I was a hype man for Schoolboy Q.
Oh, see, he get it. See, he gets it. So here's why you're successful now. Because you stood next to success. You already seen it. And you've seen it from the standpoint of being not even a co-star. Nigga, just the nigga that needs to be, anybody could do that job, right? So now you put yourself in this position where now you can do it. So I'm gonna ask you this. If you can make, I'm a genie right now. I'm a genie, I just met you. You can make 3 wishes. Tell me your 3 wishes.
To take care of my family, be successful.
No, stop. Take care of your family. What does that mean?
Make sure my mom, sisters, everybody good.
So isn't taking care of your family and being successful the same? Because if you're successful, you're gonna take care of your family, right?
Right.
So let's say be successful. Let's take. We know success covers family. You're probably your health, probably your mental health. Everything. You get some money, you can fix a lot of shit about yourself. I got my teeth done, I got my eyes done. I did everything to my, like, you crazy. I got an operation, I lost 70 pounds. Like, I'm like, once I got money, I can fix all my motherfucking problems, right? So here's my point. So watch this. So no, I'm saying. So you say, I want to take care of my family, right? So that's I want to be successful. Second thing I'm gonna ask you, give me your second wish. I really want to push, but we on a pile, because I will push and be like, what is success? What does that look like? How much money are you making? What are you doing? How are you doing it? What's your audience? How are we selling to them? How do you interact with them? Like, it's so many questions that you go into that becomes like, because here's what everybody needs. You need a mission statement, right? So, like, I'll give you my mission statement, right? My mission statement is, I'm a storyteller for those of us who have been rejected by our community, right? I take stories and I share stories that teach us the blueprint of success while using seeking, being accountable, and being disciplined, so we can all get what we want for ourselves and our family, right? So what does that tell me? That means no matter what scenario I'm in, I know who I am. I know what I'm here to do, and I know how I do it, right? So the first thing you need is a mission statement. But then we need to say what the mission is, right? Most people just wake up and figure it out. Podcaster. Give me somebody who you see in the podcast lane when you like, I like what he's doing. I think, and then it could be anybody in media. Who?
Well, Cassie. Young black dude really doing it up.
Yeah. A lot of jokes. So now look at his story. What's his story? He's a streamer. Okay, I don't know too much about him, so you got to help me.
Yeah, he's a streamer. He lived in a shelter when he was young. Just coming up, doing this shit for years. Started from the ground up, just like all of us, getting it out the dirt.
It's probably like what, 24, 23,
22.
How
22 years old.
I'm not for sure.
Like 13, 14? 13 years. Okay, so he has 9-10 year head start. He was a future streamer. He actually made the system, right? So you almost can't compare yourself to them. So you got to look at how you're going to create a system around you. That's what I'm doing right now. I've been spending 3 years figuring out what I'm going to sell. Peter know me, like, nigga, I'm in Atlanta, I'm popping. Everybody come to my office and throw me money. Hey, I don't want no money from you. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't want to take no money, because if I take money, I already got money. I don't want no money until I know what I'm doing, because I don't want $1, especially if you take $1 from a broke nigga. He gonna tell the whole world how you fucked him up. Nigga, keep that $1. I don't need it. I don't want it. So the first thing I would try to figure out is what I want to sell, what I want to do. There's a lot to it, but I'm gonna just look at you based on what I see, right? So You got tattoos on your face. You feel like you've been through some street shit. Would I say that? Is that correct? Okay, cool. So you've been through some street shit. So what is the lesson you learned on the other side of that? Like, what would you tell yourself, the 15-year-old version of yourself? Like, what would you say?
What would I told the 15-year-old?
Yeah, you go back.
Like, brother, love, stay in school. All that hanging out on the block, trying to be like that dude, it ain't cool. It ain't cool.
Okay, I'm gonna be a 16-year-old you. That's cool? You ain't stay in school. Why you telling me now?
Because that's why I'm telling you to
I want to be like you. You looking good right now. I want to be like you.
But what work for me ain't gonna work for you.
No, I'm you. I'm 16 years old, nigga. I like what you at right now. Podcast, nigga ain't working at McDonald's. That's what you do. I want to do that.
That's tight if you think about it like
What you
that.
want to say? Give me some more advice. So
just do it. Just do it.
The earlier the possible, right?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, cool.
Just do it.
Okay, cool. So what I would do if I was you is I would find people who want to do something. I would put out a post like, yo, you got a husband that procrastinates, call me. And I'm gonna do my own fucking smack motivation, right? And it's like now you coming up to shit like shit that matters to you. So now being lazy must trigger you, right? Like, hey, nigga, get the fuck up now. Okay, cool. So that means I would just find a way to. And by the way, this is me doing a vague. This is like trying to figure out what's on the ground from flying 30,000 square feet. But what I would figure out is how to take something that matters to you the most and turn that into your mission, because it matters to you the most. And then thank you, bro. And then once you build that, that's what I would do. But for me, it's like whatever your superpower is, I will find out my why, find out who it's for, what do I want to teach them, and then do that. It's really simple, but it's like I would have to like get into like your head and like learn shit. But like, and if I was interviewing you, I could tell you off top. But I mean, I ain't.
Right.
Yeah.
That nigga sharp.
I've been dropping gems all day.
Niggas ain't got no daddies on me. They trying to listen.
Rolling Loud Miami when you were Rolling Loud Miami?
No, I don't.
Niggas ain't got no advice.
I thought you interviewed me. I just thought I'm like, I saw the name Heather Sanders. I'm like, didn't the girl named Heather interview me in Rolling Loud?
No,
Never mind. Go
not me.
ahead.
Wrong one.
Go ahead. It was Heather though. She look like you. That's why she look like a Heather.
To have the chat interact with us, chat, because I want y'all to interact with us too, man. I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question. What's the best hip hop era?
I think the best hip hop moment is 1994. I think 1994 is when hip hop matured into its final self. You know, the 80s, early 90s, you know, you had Kid and Play, you had leaders of the old, new school, you had, you know, Rakim, you had Big Daddy Kane, but these guys weren't millionaires, or they wasn't acting like it. They was still dropping records trying to come up. 94 is the year that Big dropped, right? It's the year that Outkast dropped. It's the year that Nas dropped. So to me, it's Wu-Tang dropped 94. So that 93 to 95 era is the era where we matured from being like a fad to like, nigga, who would have thought hip hop would take it this far? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that. So for me, I think that the era is 94. Like, everything I love and I listen to is from 94, like 94, 95. Tupac, Big. It was just different, man. So that's my favorite era, man. Like, it was when artists had to find a way to be seen. So they was doing more compared to they could just put on their phone and be seen, so they doing nothing.
Who had the biggest? Damn, how can I say it? I'm gonna compare this to the Bow Wow and the JayZ. Even though New York did their thing, I think the West Coast were bigger superstars than the East Coast. Around the gangster rap era, when you had Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Tupac,
so let me say
NWA.
I'm gonna only agree with you because the access was cut.
The access was cut with
meaning like if you big on the West Coast, you big forever.
Okay.
If you big on the East Coast, nigga, you gonna have to. You gotta
grind.
Keep pushing, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta keep grinding.
You gotta keep grinding because there's so much. So to me, if you pop on the West, it's easier to stay longer and it's more places and more spread out, right? You talking about like Albuquerque. I mean, not Albuquerque. New Mexico. Albuquerque, New Mexico. You talking about all these places where in the middle, like in the East Coast, it's New York, Philly. You know, you got the Tri-State. Then you got
Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah. Then you got DC. Then you got the Carolinas. DMV is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you just kind of, it's just on the West, man. It's just not a lot going on, and there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of room and a lot of space. It's like the West to me feels like a nicer version of the South because you guys have way more money and like more access out here.
What West Coast artists you like now?
I think Kendrick is one of the greatest artists to ever live. I think I would put him above everyone except for Jay, Ye, Big, Pac, and probably Drake. I will put him over everybody that's not those names.
You putting Drake over Dot?
Yeah. I mean, see, this is what I would tell Drake if I was his friend. you just lost the fight, my nigga.
That's it.
You are the fucking king. You just lost a fight. Don't pick no more fights.
With that nigga. Don't pick no more fights with that
Don't
nigga.
pick no more fights with anybody
But
darker
you
than you, my
good,
nigga. Don't
my
fuck
nigga.
with the niggas darker than you, my nigga. That nigga is outside, nigga. You want to be dark. He is dark, nigga. Leave that nigga alone, right? But Drake to me is one of the greatest artists ever. I just think that's the part that I hate. He got caught up in this fucking hype of the social media and everybody making him battle, and he got sucked into it, and now he's suing Universal trying to salvage something when he could have just been like, y'all lost. But Kendrick can't make better records at the rate that Drake does, the output he does. Kendrick is Mastros. Drake is Chick-fil-A. You know, nigga, we might eat Mastros once a year.
It's a little fast food real quick.
No, but it's the best fast food.
It is the best
It's the
fast
best.
food.
The nicest. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying McDonald's.
Way more restaurants.
Way more restaurants. Way more people eating. Way more people supporting it. But when if I give you an opportunity, Helen to say, he said, baby, we're not gonna go to Chick-fil-A today, we're gonna go to Mastros. You ain't complaining.
Nah.
That's my point. It's like, Kendrick is just a higher quality because he takes more time to cook it.
I call him a rap god now.
Me too. But I still think Drake has a better catalog than him, has made better records than him, and has done it longer and consistent. He's put it on the line way more than Kendrick ever has.
Well, that's because, he drops more music.
That's my point. But I'm saying,
he just dropped more music.
And see, here's the thing. When people hear you say stuff, they get mad at you. Don't say, I'm like, dog, it's a fact. He does drop more music.
Yeah, he drops more
Every
music.
time you drop an album, you're giving people a chance to say, that nigga whack. Every time you drop an album, you give a nigga a chance to say you whack. So when you put it out there, you giving people a chance. And he started doing experimental albums. I think he's not much better, but I think he's a better artist than Kendrick. But I think Kendrick makes better meals, if you will.
Well, then that means Kendrick's a better artist. Kendrick's a better overall artist.
And see, this is when we go to the Bow Wow JayZ thing, where it's like, I can hear that debate. I'm not mad at that because they're in some world, but then it goes, what matters to you the most, right? Do you want the artsy nigga that's going to give you one great album every 3 years on your label? Or do you want the nigga that just makes hits, giving you a hit every fucking year, every fucking month? I want that nigga on my label.
I want both.
No, but if I had to pick, I want the nigga that's going to give me hit after hit after hit.
Cause it's all business.
Cause it's all business.
But we finna
No
watch.
emotion.
But we letting the party die. You know what I'm saying? We finna watch this party die. All that shit is gone.
Let me ask you a question. How are you gonna save the party if people that in it don't even care about it? That's the conflict that I be having. How you gonna save people that don't even care? They don't care. They can't wait to tell you how they don't care. They can't wait to get in your face and be like, I don't give a fuck. How you save them? You don't.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing and hope. It's like Harriet Tubman had a famous saying. She said, I saved a lot of slaves. I would have saved a whole lot more if they knew they were slaves. And to me, I look at it like this. I'm going to give the message. Either you're going to follow me and we're going to win, or you're going to say, I don't want to hear what that nigga saying. Look at his shoes. Look how stupid he sounds. He's a dumb nigga. He's emotional. And you'll still be broke a year from now, and I'll be on another pod, and you'll be watching me talk that. So my thing is, what do you want to do for your life?
Man, damn, real motherfuckers really don't be knowing they slaves.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Just the mentality of it all, man. That's because how we grew up.
We've been programmed.
What they fed us, they programmed us. Golly, how do we break that? A lot of people be asking me, go get your homies, go do this, or do some giveaways. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna break that cycle, homie.
So as someone who actually broke the cycle for himself, like I had to break the cycle myself. The first thing is you have to be okay with hearing about yourself. If you take criticism bad, you're not gonna win. Like dog, Tehran, that's why I love him so much. When the day I met him, I said, oh yeah, I know you are. Your music is bad. I'm just trying to be real, because if we're gonna be friends, I don't wanna be friends with you and you think I said something bad about you before I met you and I didn't tell you. So I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I said your music sucks, my nigga, just a heads up. And he was like, for real? Man, I want to be friends with you, bro. Really? Everybody tells me my music is good, but I'm broke. I want somebody to tell me what's bad so I can get some money.
Yeah.
That nigga said he just bought a house in LA, got 3 houses, and not in LA, he bought a house in Beverly Hills, he got 3 houses in Atlanta. He's doing very fucking well for himself. But you have to be willing to hear what's wrong with you. Most of us, that's where we draw the line. Tell us what's wrong. Don't tell us what's wrong with us, though. And I want to know what's wrong with me. Fuck what's wrong. Help me fix me, because if I fix me, I could change the world.
It got to be the right person, too.
That's true. That's true. But
It
what
do
I'm saying,
gotta be the
but
right
here's the
person.
thing. I'm going to challenge you. It only has to be the right person if you're not ready. If you're ready for change, it don't give a fuck if the devil said it to you. You're going to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hear it. You could be sitting in a crack house and you realize, I don't want to be a crackhead no more. I'm out. It's like, you're going to get out of there. So it's not when you want it, who you hearing it from. If you still need to hear from the right person, you in this chat, you watching this, you want to hear this from the right person, you still ain't ready to win. When you want to hear it, tell me. I don't care how bad it feels. Tell me how to win. And that was me when I was 21, 22. I was a fucking loser. Riding the bus, nothing in life. Always like girls, always wanted the right girls. They didn't want me because I wasn't a basketball player and I was a loser. And instead of getting mad at black women hating y'all, oh, they don't like me, I was like, get you some money, right? They'll like you then. I got some money and they like me. It's like, but here's the thing though. I stopped liking them.
Yeah.
Because I realized how much I went through to get to the money and how you think just because I met you, I'm supposed to give you something. Well, goddamn, miss, this ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna just take my money home and just do what I do. Simple as that. So for me, it's like, I know who anybody is because of what you say. If I show you something positive, you find a negative, you a negative nigga, you ain't gonna win in life. You should go be a lawyer if you're negative. I swear. The most negative people, successful negative people in the world are lawyers. That's the only people in the world I know that's negative and still as successful as fuck. Because their job, huh?
Politicians.
Well, politicians only when they're campaigning. When they campaign, they tell you all the shit wrong. As soon as they win, it's gonna take a long time to fix.
Yeah, we gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
We
You
gonna
gotta
do
be
it.
patient. The deficit and the people before me. By the time you know it, he on year 3. Tell somebody the nigga before him, he about to run his next election. Nigga, what happened to these 4 years? So yeah, it's like you can tell, man. The world. I always say this, and last thing I'll say: we tell the world something every day. We tell the world we believe in ourselves. We tell the world I believe in him more than I believe in me. We tell the world that I don't like myself. We tell the world I hate success. We tell the world everything. I hated Kobe Bryant. I hated this man. I just thought he was arrogant. And then one day, my mentor says to me, "A LA nigga, you hate Kobe?" "Yeah, man, I hate him." "Why?" "He's arrogant." Let me ask you a question.
Projection.
Man. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
He said, no, he didn't do that. See, he taught me. Mm-hmm. See, he literally changed my life at this moment. He said, let me ask you a question. He said, do you wake up every day and work harder than your peers? And I'm like, yeah. He knew me, by the way. He's my mentor. He's like, none of your peers work harder than you. I was like, none. He said, you ain't gonna let them play with you either, are you? No. Because you take it serious, right? Yes. Do you wake up every day and expect to win? Yeah, nigga, I wouldn't try. Then you're Kobe. You just see a nigga that doesn't take any shit because he expects to win because of how much he gives. At that moment, I loved Kobe. Because it was like, damn, in that moment, I started looking at myself. If I hate a nigga for being arrogant, for being great, then what am I telling the world? I don't deserve to be great. Nah, I want to be great too. So it's like you start realizing what you got to embrace, the things that you hate that you might have to embrace. You might have to be less emotional. You have to be more strict. You might have to be more disciplined. You might have to be in the gym more. You know what I'm saying? You got to embrace it. Or you're going to be like, I want to be that, but I'm going to still do this. Nigga, what are you telling the world? I don't believe in myself. If you believe in yourself, put a camera on, talk on the camera, and see how, that's all I did. And now I'll be walking the room. People are like, I love your shit. You changed my life. And I'm like, really? Nigga, I just saw somebody put a camera on me and ask me a question. But you got to not be afraid. And it goes back to what my brother right here, Smack, said. He said, if I was talking to my 6-year-old self, I would tell him, go now. Meaning, hey, fuck waiting for the right person.
Right.
Fuck waiting for the right moment. Fuck waiting for the right opportunity. Nigga, is that not what you were saying?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. And if you in the chat saying anything bad about that, I will see you in 10 years in another chat saying something bad about somebody else.
Yeah, you gonna still be in the
my
chat.
net worth will be 10x. and my thing is like, so then you gotta, and by the way, you know how I know that? Because I was once the nigga in the chat.
Ray Daniels, ladies and gentlemen.
My nigga, that's happening.
Man, it's my boy Ray Daniels. Clap it up for my boy, man.
That nigga came here talking that shit.
My boy spitting game right now, man. Yeah, why watch this back, man. Don't worry about nothing, man. Thank you for coming. Loved you here, man. Wish you could come back. I can't wait to go to Atlanta, man. You feel me? Yeah, I want to come to Atlanta.
Anybody hit me.
Yeah.
I fuck with my people. As long as you ain't trying to hurt people, I'm gonna fuck. We got 1 subscriber or 1 million. That's not the nigga I am. I'm here to service, and I'm gonna do my part, and I don't care. So if you fucking anybody hit me, if I can do it, if it's possible, and we on brand, like nigga, if you talking about Nazi shit, I mean, what the fuck you want to talk to me about? But if we on brand, I would love to talk to you about it. Or if our brands are against each other, and that's what we talking about. I'm cool with that. But just go. That's a lesson for the day. Just get up and go. I'll fuck with you, Smack. I'll fuck with you, my nigga.
I come to A, I'm at
nigga, when y'all come to A, nigga, y'all can put Peter. No, I'll just see Peter in my office. Like, what the fuck you doing here? I'm in town, nigga. What's up, nigga?
He just got
Me casa, su casa. Am I lying, Peter? You know that. Everybody in the city know. You in town? Pull up, nigga. I'm filming, nigga. You want to sit on the couch? That's me, bro. Because I can't gatekeep. We got to stop gatekeeping each other. We got to start allowing each other to fail, be great, see what we need to do, and then not laugh and support each other. And that's what I only want to do for my people.
Man, for sure, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Y'all give my boy a big thumbs up in the chat, man. I know the chat was going crazy. They wanted your attention bad. Some of them was trying to clown you. You know what I mean? You did respond to a couple of them. But all of them was like, yeah, my boy speaking the game. He's speaking the knowledge. You feel me? Big Unk Talk. They calling you Unk Talk. Big Unk Talk, man. But this is Back on Fig, man, every Monday and Friday at 12 p.m., man. Make sure y'all tune in with us, bruh. Shout out to y'all again, man. Meet me on Twitch tonight too. And this podcast is sponsored by Prize Picks. So make sure y'all go play with 5, you feel me, and get 50 instantly. Just make sure you use our code BOF. You know what I mean? But we'll see y'all Monday. Don't worry about nothing. Like I said, I'll be on Twitch later tonight, so make sure y'all follow that up, man. I'll see y'all later. We gone. Yeah.